All right. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are given this kind of data, you are given this kind of data, we just get a new workbook. All right. And they happen to give me this kind of information. So we have here, let me just see whether they can remember this. This is in shillings thousands. All right. And then we have figures here of 45, we have 56, we have 78. So if somebody comes and tells you that, hey, I don't want these figures to be shillings thousands, I would want these to read normally, like this to be 45,000, 56,000, then what shall we be able to do? How do we return back these thousands? How do we return back these thousands? We said basically this is the paste special. And if you remember the concept of paste special, when we talk of paste special, concept of paste special, what do we mean by paste special, ladies and gentlemen? You shall always remember the shortcut. You take, in this case here, the control. You take the control, and then, of course, you will be able to put this together with Alt. Together with Alt here, together with Alt there. And then, of course, you press V. So you start by, first of all, pressing Control and Alt. And then ultimately, you're able to press V alone with this finger on the right side. But now, first things first, this is what we shall do. The number that they would want us to fuse into this is basically the 3 zeros. They're 1,000. So I need to come and write this number that would want me to multiply with. So I have 1,000 there. I have 1,000 there. Ladies and gentlemen, once I have 1,000 as a quick recap, this 1,000, I will copy it. How do I copy this? I will say Control C, Control Copy, Control Copy. So once I say Control Copy, then I'll come and highlight these numbers where they would want me to paste these 1,000 that I've copied there. So I'll come and highlight these 3 numbers. Highlight the 3 numbers like that. We highlight the 3 numbers. And once we highlight these 3 numbers, then we shall be able to copy these in a special way into these 3 numbers. How do we do this? It's pasting special. So it's Control-Alt-V. Control-Alt-V. Once I press there, Control-Alt-V, I'm seeing some special window. And this special window, I can see it's called a paste special. I want to multiply like that. You multiply like that. Multiply like that. So, ladies and gentlemen, once I say multiply, then I'll be able to say here, okay. And you can see now the figures have come here, 45,000. So what I need to do is to go back to this particular one. I simply do what here? Remove these 3 zeros. And then I have corrected that situation. I've been able to correct that situation. So do we still have some students who are able to remember this procedure? Do we still have some students who are able to still remember this procedure? Are there students who are able to remember this procedure? It's a very special procedure. We shall be using it throughout in our analysis. The other procedure that you shall not miss, especially for those students who would want to do this at a very high level, the students that I shall be able to work with to what we call financial modeling, ladies and gentlemen, you will not miss this kind of a thing in financial modeling. Now, if, for example, you are given here price of 10, you're given price is 10. Remember, this is just a recap, And then we have quantity sold. We have here quantity sold. So quantity sold, ladies and gentlemen, in this case here, this comes in form of many numbers. This could be 134, this could be 456, this could be 678, this could be, in this case here, 456, etc. And then these ninjas want you to come here and give us revenue. They want us to come here and provide revenue. They want us to come here and provide revenue. So then how do we get revenue? Is there any ninja in this class that is able to remember the formula of revenue? Is there any ninja in this particular class that is able to remember the formula of revenue from your quantitative analysis? The formula of revenue from your quantitative analysis? Any ninja that is able to remember the formula of revenue, sales revenue, sales revenue. If, for example, I'm a businessman selling pens and I happen to sell 10 pens, each for 20 bob, each going for 20 bob, then the sales revenue will be 10 times 20, which gives me 200, which gives me 200. So to get revenue right, you're telling me to take, in this case here, price times quantity, price times quantity like that, or quantity times price. All right, but now I can see here, the price is not changing at all. The price is the same. So then what should I do? I should come here. I can talk of price times quantity or quantity times price. So I shall be able to come here and take the quantity here, which is 134, quantity times price. And what is the price? The price is this 10 bob. But now as a bright student, I can see that this 10 bob will be a replica, will be applicable to all the quantities that we have down there. It's a constant metric. So in financial modeling, all constant metrics, you normally do something special to them. Is there somebody who is able to tell me, how do I get to hang? Like I will hang, in this case here, my clothes on some drying line. How do I get to hang this number 10? If it's going to be used throughout, there is a way we hang it up. Which procedure? What do I do here to hang the 10? To show that this 10 is going to remain constant throughout. I can't see ninjas giving me. Yes, they're telling me, Mwalimu, the pegs we shall use here are the dollars. So I have, in this case, the dollars are, you can see on top of number 4. On top of number 4, you can see there's a dollar sign. So have the dollars here before 4 and have the dollar before what here, E. Yeah, you can do it manually. You can just come and fix. You see, this dollar is on top of number 4. So to fix it here, then because it's on top of number, I have to say shift dollar, shift 4. And then I'll come and shift it here as well. I'll come and put it here as well. Shift dollar there. I can do it manually like that if I don't understand Excel very well. And then I should be able to come and say enter. Now, ladies and gentlemen, given that I've been able to peg my 10 up there very nicely, then I can now come and use the shortcut of Excel for getting the other numbers. You see, like now the other level will be 456 times 10, which is 4,560. Now I can come, ladies and gentlemen, here and copy this down comfortably like that. Comfortably. Because I was able to hang that 10. I was able to pin the 10. I was able to pin that 10. But now, ladies and gentlemen, please remember, we don't do it that way. There is a special formula for pinning here. What I should have done is to come and pick the quantity that I have here. I say times, in this case here, the 10. And then, of course, there is a shortcut of pinning these constant numbers. I will press F4. If you look at your number 1, 2, 3, on top of number 1, 2, 3 up to 0, there are the F's on top. We have F1 all the way to F12. Our pin, in terms of F's, will be F4. F with a 4. F with a 4. In some computers, if you press F4, just like that, you will see these dollars coming before 4 and before E. But in some bad computers like mine, I have to say function, Fn. I have to say Fn. So I have to say Fn, and then I press F4. I have to say Fn, and then I press F4. And once I do that, I'm able to see my abracadabra. I'm able to see my pegs coming there and pinning that 10 down. Remember, this 10 is this cell called E, E4. E4 is a 10. It is a cell that I want to hold up there in the sky permanently as I move down. And ladies and gentlemen, once I do that, then I should be able to come and do what here? And copy this thing down. I should be able to come here and basically drag this down. I drag this down like that. I drag this down like that. So is there somebody who is now able to confirm that, Mwalimu, we did this in our last class and I've been able to do it myself? Don't really peg your understanding to you having understood in the last class. No, you have to do Excel. You must keep on repeating. As I type this, colleagues, I expect you guys to be typing as well and doing this thing afresh. You must keep on doing this afresh. You must keep on doing this afresh. All right. So I hope you guys are able to remember exactly what we did in our last class, and I don't think there is there any question? Let me see here. All right. At least they are able to remember. At least they are able to remember. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the one that I'm so sure most of us cannot remember, the one that I'm so sure most of us can't remember, and I can't blame you. Most of you are very young during those days, or you weren't even born. Those of us who were born during those old golden days, when we were going to our primary schools, we found some Kasuku books. At the back of those Kasuku books, we used to have what we were calling multiplication tables. And our teachers were so harsh to us to be able to master these multiplication tables. Those guys would come to class 9 times 3, 9 times 5. I mean, so you used to walk around with that Kasuku book, cramming that multiplication table crazily, because that basically was like a lifeline. You don't know it. Every other day you'll be getting kids, and they were serious kids, not kids of nowadays. They were serious kids. So now I would want us, ladies and gentlemen, all of us, if you do not know how to come up with this multiplication table, then you'll always be having issues with financial modeling. Now, please, I would want us to do this multiplication table together. So here we are. So if you allow Mwalimu here, I'll be able to come here and just delete the whole of this. So now we are coming up with a multiplication table. Ladies and gentlemen, remember multiplication table, we have 1 to 9 column wise and 1 to 9 row wise. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Of course, there is a shortcut to writing that, but I don't want to teach you so many things at the same time. Let's just write it manually. Let us write this manually. So we have, ladies and gentlemen, in this case here, 1, 2, we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And ensure that, ladies and gentlemen, you also have something that is similar to what your Mwalimu has there. Please ensure that you have something that's quite similar to what your Mwalimu has here. Remember, in between here, there is a gap. Don't start writing. Don't have like 2 1s here. It's 1, and then you leave this row. You start from F. So from F, you write 1 up to 9. Once, ladies and gentlemen, you're able to write like that, are you able to give me like a thumbs up once you finish writing like that? Are you able to give me like a thumbs up, telling me, oh yeah, ninja, now I'm okay. Oh yeah, ninja, now I'm okay. I've been able to write like that. All of us, this is a must. We must understand this really. I can see 2 ninjas confirming. Fitus Zipporah, Michael Kielo, new student, great. So now I would want us to listen to me very carefully. I would want us to, like, if for example, you look at this is row 4. This one here is row 4. In my case, I don't know which row number it is. So I'll come to row number 4 like this, and then I'll be able to click there. I highlight the entire row. And once I highlight the entire row, I would want that to be bolden, to be bold. How do I make this bold? It's very easy. It is control. I'm holding on to control control B. And it becomes what here? Bold. It becomes bold like that. Control B becomes bold. So come to E and do the same. I would want this to be bold. So control B for bold. I want those, in my case, it's column E. In your case, it could be column G. Because of course, you never copied, like, even the positioning of my table cannot be like yours. But unless you're another one, there's no way you'll be able to have the positioning being the same. No way. That one I can guarantee you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, from there, then I would want us to come and put multiples here. So how do we put multiples here? I know what most ninjas will do. Most ninjas will come and tell you, Mwalimu, take this one, after saying, of course, for the new students, we must always begin with what here. Please allow me to escape and start afresh. Anytime you want to do any multiplication, division, or whatever functions here, you must always start with equals. So you'll come and take, in this case here, equals. You pick this one, and then you say times, this one there. And ladies and gentlemen, once you do that, 1 times 1, now you want to get, in this case here, the total. You have to evaluate this. Then you must come and say enter. And when you say enter, ladies and gentlemen, then what is happening here? I can see this is 1. So I don't have to keep on now multiplying again. Now I should be able to use the power of Excel, the power of auto-populating, the power of, in this case here, dragging this down, autofill. So then I should be able to come and autofill this down. It cannot be correct. Oh, yes. We check. International disaster. I expected this is 1 times 1, 1. 1 times 2, 2. So I expected 1 times 3, 3. 1 times 4, this should have been 4. Up to this one, it should have been 9 times this one should have been 9. So I'm pretty wrong. And if I want even to compound my problems, if I come and drag this by the side up to this line, I can assure you, I'm going to have, figures that do not make any sense. Huge figures to the extent that, even Excel itself is refusing and telling you now that is impossible. It's impossible. You've done a mistake. You've done a mistake there. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would want to drop this thing down. Why do you think in this case here is my autofill not working? Why do you think is my autofill not working? Why do you think am I getting in this case here, crazily big numbers that are not making sense? Why do you think is that the case? And the moment, ladies and gentlemen, I understand this concept of multiplication table, then I'll have become a very good programmer. In terms of Excel, I'll be up there. I'll be a very good financial modeler. All those things to do with macros, recording over, I'll be very good. Because this is what disturbs very many people. They can't make the next step. They can't make the next step. Let me read your messages here. Yeah. I wrote locked. I needed to have locked. Yes, I have not locked. Thank you very much. I have not locked. So let me come back here and now try locking. So then here I am. I'll be able to simply just delete everything. I start afresh. Mwalimu, why do you want to lock? It's because when I capture this one, I would want this one to be used. I would want this one to be used throughout. I would want this to be 1 times 1. I would want this to be 1 times 2. I would want, so this one is a constant. This one is a constant. The same case with this one going down. It's also a constant. Even these two, when I capture these two, going down will be a, so you're right. You're telling me, Mwalimu, you lock up things, pin up things, use your pegs. So you're telling me, Mwalimu, come and say equals. You take this one, lock it because it's constant. So I press F4, lock it. Then I say times, shift 8. I come and pick this other one, lock it. So again, I say function F4. I'm locking them. I'm so happy to lock them. So ladies and gentlemen, I come and say enter. And again, here I've made some blunder that very few students will be able to see here. If I go down, ladies and gentlemen, I'll get 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Even here, if I try, in this case here, just continue on their side. So the entire table will be 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. The entire table will be 1, 1, 1, 1. So, what is not happening here really? You guys told me to lock, I've locked, but things are not working out again. Should I cry? Where is my mistake? You guys told me to lock, and for sure I've locked. Oh, my mama, what is not happening here? Should I cry? Because I have to understand this really. I must understand this really. And I'm so happy because I'm getting very many contributions here. Like the students who are telling me, Mwalimu, you are locked. Thank you very much, Phyllis. We need to do what we call partial locking. Lock one side though. Lock partially. We are locking this thing partially. we can't do. We have got two types of references. We have what we call full reference, and we have what we call partial reference. What we did with the F4 was a full reference because we used the $2. Here we can't do a full reference. Why? Because you see, when I'm moving like this, fine, 1 will be constant. But when I'll be moving kwenda chini, this number will be changing to 2 to 3 to 3 to 4, etc. So here I have to do what we call partial reference. Please listen. The moment you understand this, you'll have understood everything here. Please listen. Please listen. I will come and say here equals. I pick this one here, and then I say times this one here. But now I remember, ladies and gentlemen, we normally lock titles. Either a row title or a column title. Hey, like now this one is here. It's defined by E5. You can see it's blue. This one is blue, E5. So now, you know, that's how we refer to this one. That's the reference over this one. It is an E5 number. E is the column title, 5 is the row number. So it's an E5. But now I need to ask myself, now I need to be very, very keen here. Between E and the 5, I'm going to lock 1. Between E and the 5, I'm going to lock 1. The question is, which one am I going to lock? Am I going to lock E or am I going to lock 5? Which one do you think am I going to lock here? Because we always lock titles. We always lock titles. So you're right, between E and the 5, when I look at E, I can see this is a continuous title. That's why I was able to put this in bold. So E is a title. But when I look at 5, if I look at this 5, except for this formula, when I look at this 5, row 5, it's a through pass. This one thing should be changing when I'm moving like that. It's a through pass. But when I'm moving through E, ladies and gentlemen, this E, please listen, this E already is blocked because it's what here? E is a title. Can you see it's bold? E is a title. We always lock title rows or title columns. So E is a title column. So I need to come where we have E here. I put my cursor there, and then I'll be able to say now I can't use F4 because F4 is for full referencing. You know, I'm doing partial referencing. I've got E and 5. I'm not going to lock both simultaneously. I'm only going to lock the title. So I'll come and say here shift, $ there. Then I come in this case to this red thing, this F4, this F4. So F4, what is our F4? F4, you can see F is here, 4 is here. This one. So this one. When I look at this one very well, it's part of this bold thing, 1, 2, 3, up to 9. And this bold thing, I mean, it's not in F, because I can see F, column F is just free, through pass. But if I look at row 4, ladies and gentlemen, is where we have this bold thing. So in this case here, ours is to lock row or column titles. So you should come here and lock this 4. We should come here and lock this 4 like that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, once I do it like that, I should be able to come and enter. So once I enter, then now I'm okay. If I drag this thing down, it will take me to 9 because of 1 times 9. When I drag this thing by the side, when I just hold it here by the tail, when I hold it here by the tail, when I hold it here by the tail and move it up to 9 here, then I should be able to get 81 because 9 times 9 is 81. I'm so sure you have not understood even nothing here. But what I would want us to do, ladies and gentlemen, is to take a step of faith and have, in this case, here some students doing this as our project. This is our first project. I would want, in this case here, I call upon students, they share their screens. Remember, you're not sharing just anyhow. This is among our projects here. Remember, I told you, Paul has started sharing. Paul is not a very good person in terms of now getting instructions. Paul not very good in terms of getting instructions. Now, this is like an exam that I'm giving you. This is like an exam that I'm giving you guys. All right? These are the exams that I'm giving you guys. This is an exam that I'm giving you guys. So in this case here, what I will do, are we ready? Can I call students here one at a time? Can I call students one at a time to see, in this case here, whether they'll be able to do this as a project until they get it correct in the shortest possible time. Are there students who are ready, who are telling me, Mwalimu, call us, call us, call us, call us. All right, all right, all right. So now we'll start with the Abdikani Ahmed. Abdikani Ahmed, and remember when you're called upon, you must always respond. You share your screen, even if you don't get it right, it's not your problem. It is my problem. I'll be able to take it as my problem and ensure that you understand. So Abdikani Ahmed, it is your chance to share your screen. No, advanced Excel, honestly speaking, you are wrong. I rule you out on that. I rule you out on that. In football language, it means that I'm giving you a red card. We say in our classes that there is no way this time round Mwalimu is going to give you a certificate. There is no way Mwalimu will give you a certificate. So we said you have to show projects here. You have to show projects here. Yes, Abdi, I can see your screen. You have to show projects here. And we say, go to YouTube later. Go to YouTube later and then just ask YouTube, how do I share my screen in Zoom? And then YouTube will answer you. So maybe today I will not appoint you advanced Excel student, all right? But by my tomorrow's class, I expect you to have known how to share in Zoom. But basically, there is a button down there. You can't even see it, honestly. You can share screen. You open the Excel that you want to share, and then you say share screen, and then it will bring you very many screens. So you tap on the thing that you want to share. All right. So we have here this ninja. What is the name of this ninja? Yes, Ahmed. Now, Charlie, great. Okay. So Ahmed is there. I can see us being able to put an equal there. Now he wants to multiply one by one. Do you think Ahmed will be correct? Do you think from the formula you've seen him giving us, from how he has been able, that's a fail. That's a fail. That's a fail. Can somebody in this case here try answering Ahmed? Where do you think as Ahmed, don't remove it from there, Ahmed. Don't be in a hurry, Mohammed, to drop the screen. He locked 3. So he locked 3. So in this case here, I'm able to see even from what Ahmed has shared, I know I'm going to lock I will lock I, and I will lock 2 in the other cell. Because I can see I is his column, and the J, not I. Or rather, I is his column title. So I has to be locked. And then on the other one, it is row 2. Row 2 is title. So I should be able to lock 2 alone by saying shift 2. Shift 4, I mean. Shift 4 to put the dollar there. Shift 4. Not F4, not F4. If you punch F4, you are pinning the 2 of them down. When you pin the 2 of them down, you've done a full referencing. You will not be able to get this right. So please delete everything I show you. Delete everything I show you. All right, now we start with equals. Now we start with equals. Equals. Now, please, Ahmed, before we continue, you see, are you able to see your row title and column title? Are you able to see your row title and column title? I is column title, and the 2, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Escape, we start afresh. Just escape, say escape. Say escape, we start afresh. Thank you for showing me. Just say, okay, right. Great. Equals now, we start afresh. Equals. So pick that 1, say 1 times 1. Normally, just 1. Pick that one. Pick that one. 1. That's I 3. Times. Say times. Times. The other one. Yes. Now from there, you have told me that I is your title and 2. So you go to where we have I. Before I put $1, just $1. And how do you put $1? You say shift number 4. Shift number 4. Number, don't use F. Yes. And then you've also told me that 2 is your title. 2 is your title. 2. So there before 2, yes. Not before J, but before 2. Before 2. Before, yes. Put shift 4. Shift 4. And then now you said enter. Now you say enter, and then now you can drag down the thing. So go back to that value, drag it down to 9, drag it down to 81, to the other 9. Hold it. No. Just highlight again afresh, paka 9. Highlight afresh paka 9. Peleka tu chini kabisa ulikuwa umepeleka. Aha, great. Now touch it by the tail. Touch the tail of that rabbit of ours. Yes, that is the tail of the rabbit. So pull the rabbit, and then the rabbit will come with you. Of course, it's angry, it's going to bite you. Pull it to 9. Pull it by the side, across. Just pull it across. Yes. Pull it across. Pull it. Yes, up to 9 there. Thank you so much. And now that will be 81. That will be 81. You are a fast learner, you pass your project. And please repeat, because tomorrow I'll be able to see whether you were able to. So Wilfrida, she's not following my rules here. She's not following my rules here, Wilfrida. Nevertheless, because you have shared, now instead of giving you 10 marks, I'll give you 4 because you are not following. Can you rub, in this case here, these 3 columns? The ones that you have inside there. You've done 3 columns. Please rub them. Yeah, I'll be able to repeat no. Please rub the first, rub even the second one there. Rub the whole of that. Rub, in this case here, the first one as well. Delete the first one as well. Even that to delete. Oh, Wilfrida, now you are taking me slowly, and I simply want you to hit delete there. Highlight the whole of that. Delete. Maximilian, don't worry. They are great. Now we start. Now say equals. First of all, Wilfrida, before we say equals, are you able to identify your column title and your row title? E is one of them. Thank you. And then the row title is 4. So then I'm going to highlight, or rather I'm going to lock E with my dollar, and I'm going to lock 4 with my dollar. Now let's get back and do the multiplications. So we have there equals, times. Great. So now go back and do the lockups. Let's see how you're going to do the lockups. So we said E is a title. Shift 4. Great. And then 4 is also a title. Shift 4. And then now enter. The normal enter. And then now you pull this thing. Pull it down. You pull the rabbit by the tail. Usijali kana sikia uchungu. Kuja hapo tena kwa 9 kuna ka tail ka rabbit. Pull it across. Hapo, yes. Hapo the tail hapo. Hapo sasa. Unaishika kabisa. Paka ifike 81. Thank you so much. I can see Sherry sharing a screen. Yeah, clap. We are okay there. We are doing very well. So then we have Sherry here. Sherry, already you have it right. Thank you so much. No. Are you in a position of sharing your screen, Buonanuno? I show you. Buonanuno, are you in a position of sharing your screen? You see, if, for example, ladies and gentlemen, I have this. If I have this, can even wrap the whole of this. I start again. So I can come here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. So we have from this one here. So I'm now using the tab. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Of course, I also showed you how to write these things. I showed you how to write these things automatically, but I don't want to teach you so many concepts today. We just do it manually. All right. So these are my titles here. So I have this. 3 is a row title. So control bold. I also have this G, control bold. Like that. So I know I need to lock G and I need to lock what here? 3. So once I've known what to lock, I'll come and say here equals. I'll be able to pick this 1 times this one here. And then I'll not say enter, because I know there are some lockups to be done. There are some lockups to be done. And you're the guys, you're the ninjas who have told me that Mwalimu G has to be locked. So this G has to be locked. So come here, you're only locking G. So you say shift, $, shift 4. And then you've also told me that Mwalimu 3 is a title as well. So look for this 3 before 3. Put in this case here what here, the $, there. And then you should be able to enter there. And then now you should be able to touch this thing by the tail. Please pull it. Pull it. Usikate mkia yake. Pull it. Usikate mkia yake. Pull it. Paka ita 1. 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 Miss Karanja, very good. Miss Karanja, very good. Advanced Excel. Hit it at the back, yes. Max Miller, are you able to share? Are you able to share your screen like Motabori? Motabori, great. Please put it down because I can see already you've nailed it. Because it's 81. You've nailed it. Max Miller, now I'm so proud of you. Because Max Miller doesn't get it right at times, and she's able now to pull that rabbit until things work out. She's able to pull that rabbit until things work out. Great, great, great. Please practice, especially for those of you who would want to go on with this Excel with me to the level of what here, to the level of, then we have in this case here Mosoti. Mosoti went all the way to 11. I don't know why he chose 143, but you can see where we have 9 and 9. You can see where we have 9 and 9, we have 81. He has gone an extra mile. It's a mess. I cannot find equal sign. Can I make a recommendation, Joy? You can buy, in this case here, this keypad by the side. You can buy the keypad alone. Actually, you buy an external keypad. It's very, very cheap. I don't think it will cost you more than 1,000 shillings. Ben Rogers, great. So this other ninja called Motabori, I think he has been able to do wonders there. Great. Thank you so much. So then, gentlemen, with your permission, with all humility, I would wish to take on the next thing called the lookup functions, and then I'll be able to use this VLOOKUP. I'll be able to use these dollar things. Are we ready for the next stage? Daniel is sharing. Let's see. Daniel is sharing. Daniel, you're a great ninja. You are a great ninja. I can see in this case here why. I can see why you were thrown into that den of lions and you were able to get out alive. Now, this ninja who is getting all of them the same 1, 1, 1. Are you able to share your screen? Are you able to share your screen if you don't mind? This ninja getting all of them 1, 1. Before I move on to, please share your screen, please. How to drag? How to drag? Great. So how to drag? Of course, once you have your, if you're using the touch pad, the touching pad, this mouse pad, then you simply, for example, hold on to one side. Like for example, the left side, you hold on to it using one hand, and then you play around with this other hand. This other finger. But the very best, if I were you, I would also buy an external mouse. Before you get used to these shortcuts, you're always better off with an external mouse, because if, for example, you have an external mouse, yours will be. So, ladies and gentlemen, if, for example, you have, maybe it is my side. You never joined very well. I wish somebody can even go ahead and tell him to get out of the meeting and then he comes back. So if I were you, I would get like this external mouse. It's easy to play around with it before you get, a great Excel user never uses the mouse at all. Never uses the mouse at all. I can only drag the 9th one. Maximila, share your screen. Share your screen, I see what you're talking about. Share your screen. Share your screen. CPA Ngari has shared, okay. CPA Ngari ushapata kitambo. Thank you. Thank you. Ushapata kitambo. Maybe anataka kuonyesha kitu ya kupull. Maybe anataka kuonyesha kitu ya kupull, which is very good as well. He's going for the shortcuts of writing 1 to 9. But are you able to maximize your screen fully? Are you able to maximize? Yes. And then 1 to 2. So he's able to pull this down. Times. And then, of course, you'll be able to see this guy. He will go to A because A is his title. Put $1 before A. And then I can see 4. 4 is his row title. Yeah. And then now look at how look at the tail of the rabbit. So it goes to, and then now it goes from 9 the other side. So it touches this tail twice. Anachunga anaenda mbio anachunga kuumu the rabbit. It's an angry rabbit. Remember, it's an angry rabbit. Maximilla, share your screen. Share your screen. I think I've not taught most of you here before. That's why I'm not going to share screen. I'm a good ninja. I'm only pushing you a little bit so that I can move to the next concept. Share your screen. I show you once. We move on. We move on. Even this ninja who said is getting 1, 1, 1, 1. If you share your screen, I'll be able to assist you. We move on, all of us together. This ninja wants to write from 1, eh? Yeah, that's the mistake here. That's why I would want to see what she's doing. Is this Max Miller? No, no. Oh, you want to start from 1? Okay, write then very fast. 1, 2. Yeah, and then you go back up. No, if you are using that method, you pull down once, and then you go back, and then you release, yes, series, and then you say column. I mean, you want to go row first. Okay, row first, you say 9. Okay. Okay, and then now you go the other side. Enter, and then you pull 1 down, and then you pull back, you leave it go. Oh, no. You must release it back if you have to use this system. We are going to learn so many things. This ninja must have been my student sometime back here. Makosa unafanya kwanza peleka na right click, peleka chini pole pole, alafu sasa peleka juu tena. Release sasa. No, no, no. Ukipeleka once, tena rudisha juu. Yes. Now this time round, it is the great. So I'll be able to show you guys all this. Don't worry about this ninja. This ninja is trying to scare you, but we shall overcome. For now, I just want you guys to get the general. Look at this Paris lady who is now getting threatened here. So 3 times. Even Alexander. So like now here, what is of concern to me is that B is a title. So dollar there. Dollar there. So like the student who was getting 1 all through. Here, one copy is not in B. Like there, I can see 2. 2 is a title. So now enter. So ukisha enter, now you should be able to get this thing by the tail, take it down, all right, and then now you get it by the other side. It's not going to run away up to 801. Thank you so much. All right. All right. Now, please, because those students have refused to share their screens, I think it will be in order for me to really go to the next concept. Because I've made a clarion call for the students to show their screens. They have not done so. This ninja called Jane is okay. The ninja called Jane is okay. Thank you very much. Isabella. 801. Thank you very much, Isabella. That's very good of you. Max Miller is now sharing her screen. Let me pick Max Miller. Onyando. Yes, Max Miller. All right. So times the other one. Haya, kwako hapa sasa CD. CD ni title. So hapo weka kadola. Na sasa si 2 ni title pia. Weka kadola kwa 2. Sasa sisema enter. Sasa enda hapo, enda kwa tail. Hapo, kwa tail, yes. wacha ifike tena hapo. Sasa shida iko wapi? Si hapo inafanywa namna hiyo. Sasa si hapo iko sawa. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Well, so long as umeguza tail, ni hivyo. So I can see so many students who are sharing. No, Phyllis, the last one. Phyllis is the last one now. Phyllis, you're correct. And I can see Phyllis has started knowing what we call formatting. You can see she's now using is that green or whatever? Not very good class. She has started knowing formatting, although formatting I'll take like a whole class. Ladies and gentlemen, I would want us to go to this thing called RCM Ninjas. I can see Tom sharing. Can I take this as the last one? And I hope, Tom, this is a question now you are asking. No, Tom, you're okay. Thank you, Tom, you're okay. I can see also Lois sharing. No, Lois has disappeared. Please allow me now. Yeah, don't drop the ball. Max Miller, when you're doing football, if you drop the ball and the match happens to be quite an intense one, I'm telling you, your team supporters will kill you. Don't drop the ball. Lois, you're okay. Lois, I don't think there is a question there. Perfect. Perfect. Thank you so much. And then there is one mistake I forgot to, something that you guys are doing. You know, when I open new workbook, you guys should not open like new workbooks. You should have one workbook that you're using all through and making, in this case here, like your notes. Like now you should have had one worksheet there, you're calling it multiplication. All right. So that you have very good worksheets that you'll be able to refer to in the future. Otherwise, we forget all those things like that. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly, yeah, you'll never drop again. Very good. So kindly, let's get these RCM ninjas out. I'm looking at RCM Ninja. RCM Excel Ninjas. RCM Excel Ninjas. Is it going to come? No, not that one. We should be having one. Not that one. I don't want to start with that at first. No, not that one. There must be another one. I'm also going to label this thing very well. I wish RCM would grow to a level where it is able to employ me full-time, because also having am I talking to myself? You're not able to hear me, you guys. Are you able to hear me? Are you able to hear? We're here. Great. Thank you very much. Yeah. But the point that I was trying to bring here, you know, when you have like serious employers, the work you do even now becoming very organized is not very easy. I need one employer, and for us to get one employer, we need to have RCM having 3,000 students. Once it is 3,000 students, then I can come and concentrate. In terms of, I love teaching. Teaching is what I want to do full-time. Teaching is what I want to do full-time. Okay, great. Okay, so I don't know whether I had given. Yeah, you should never come late to Excel class. Actually, if it were a physical class, this kind of a class, if you come late, you'd rather tell me, mwalimu, because we are coming from workplaces and we could be a bit late, instead of 8, let's start at 8:30. You'd rather tell me the time that, of course, again, you can't be very comfortable, all of you, but we need to agree on a time where, because like today, I only began with 40 students. That's too small. Do you have a problem with 8? Do you want us to go to 8:15 or even 8:30? But remember, if we go to 8:30, we end at 10:30, because now we have to cover, which I don't not have any problem, so long as you guys are able to come to class on time. What I say, 8 is okay. 8 is okay. 8 is okay. And then if you have realized, I also take Excel to be very serious. In my other classes, I can come in late, like AFM, I can come late, but not Excel. Because I know this Excel is a very professional thing. I cannot come late. Not if I am late a little bit, then I have to explain. 8 is okay. So we proceed. 8 is okay. 8 is okay. 8 is okay. And then before I proceed, Tomorrow happens to be a holiday. I don't know whether tomorrow you guys can sacrifice. We get like some 2 hours. Tomorrow is a holiday during the day, even if it's at 2 p.m. What about mnaenda kula kanyama? Mkule kanyama, mniambie mwalimu kuja at 3 p.m. I don't mind. I will really be very happy. Anytime we agree, Paris, anytime. From 2 to 4. 2 to 4. Even 10 a.m. would be very good for me. 4 p.m. Okay, we shall vote in the groups. We shall vote in the groups. We shall vote in the groups. For now, allow me to show you something very nice. I mean, this is a game changer. This is a game changer. If you understand this, then we can go to sleep. But by the time you go to Omenda kula nyama, great. Paris nitakuona kando. Kama kuna pesa ya kula nyama na economy, mimi naona kama takuona kando Paris. Mimi nitakuona kando. All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't like football. But for some reasons, which I do not understand, for Excel, God gave me the grace of, using football examples. Using football examples. Like, for example, here, we have a situation where we have some teams. We have, in this case here, a team called Borussia. Is it Borussia? There is another name. It goes with, there's another name, something Borussia. We have Milan, Manchester United. We have Hamburger. We have Lazio. We have Fiorentina, Bayern. We have Liverpool. And then we have Arsenal. We have Arsenal. So whenever I remember this, I see this question, I'm able to remember my very first interview that I failed was regarding this lookup function. I went in this case, but it's very good I never got that job. It was an Muindi's job. It's very good I never got it. I would have wasted time there. Of course, I'm not saying that you waste time with them, but at times, in terms of salary increments, they go a bit slow. So they easily stagnate, but they are very good in terms of giving people experience. So I went there. It is these uniform distributors. So those guys, they had very many, even today, they have very many products, right? So they'll be having, for example, shirts, white, different sizes, etc., etc., thousands and thousands and thousands. And then that guy will come and give you a screen like this, tell you that these rows are going up to 10,000, and we want you to look up for information regarding one item. Like now here, assuming we have all teams in the world, even these ones that play in the Premier League, others that do, in this case, these local leagues, etc., like the Gormayas, etc. If you arrange all of them, and then you go, in this case here, you get somebody telling you, hey, give us, in this case here, information about a team called Gormaya. Will you start using, in this case here, control find? No, that will be too low. So in this case, what I'm supposed to remember, ladies and gentlemen, very fast, is how is the arrangement of this data. Like now here, they want me to look for them, a team called what here? Lazio. So they've told me this is a whole, and I would want you to imagine that these are very many teams. You know, if it's there, that field, then you'll be able to see here and see Lazio, and then you tell Lazio, you'll be able to return the information. But I would want us to imagine like these are thousands and thousands. And then they would want us to come here and look for a team called Lazio. So then what I will do, because these teams are arranged in vertical format, they're arranged in vertical format. So I'm going to use what we call VLOOKUP. I'm going to use what we call VLOOKUP. I'm going to use what we call VLOOKUP. So ladies and gentlemen, how do we use this VLOOKUP? It's very easy. I will come to where we have the country, because that's the first thing they want me to return about Lazio. They want me to tell them which countries Lazio are found in, whether they played Champions League, how many games they played if they did play the Champions League, and how many points they earned. They want me to return all about this. So ladies and gentlemen, this is what I shall do. This is so close to my heart. I love lookup functions. I love them. This is what I will do. I will come and start with equals. And then, of course, I'm using the vertical lookup. As I punch like this, I see my VLOOKUP has come up in a blue color. So whenever it comes in a blue color, you've got two things you can do. Sorry. I can see so many charts. Please allow me to check the charts first. I can see so many charts. Perhaps they're not hearing me. Yeah, I will share. Just allow me. Just allow me to finish fast. Allow me to finish the first round. You know, it's a wheel that I'm rolling here. So first of all, allow me to juggle in between, and then I'll be able to do what you to give you this thing, and then we do it together. We do it together. Double click and then tab. Yes, we understand fast. We see. Actually, I should even introduce what we call competitions so that I do it fast, and then I tell you guys who is having great memories that they can now do. I mean, after I've shown you first round, who is able to do this by themselves? We give them 1,000. We give them 1,000. We give them 1,000. We give them this. We give them 1,000. So you shall be able to give this. You shall be able to give this. You shall be able to give this. So you must be very keen. You must be very keen. Be very keen. You're going to get a present. You're up to task now. Great, great, great. So then here we are. Great. Now, so allow me to escape fast. I increase the size of this. All right. All right. So then, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we are. So I have to start with equals. No. Something funny has happened. So we start with equals, and then we have X lookup. No, I think this one here, the way I've zoomed it is not very nice. We go back. Yes. So we have here X lookup. So there we are. Then they want me to give them the lookup value. Which team are you looking up for? We are looking up for Lazio. Lazio is the team we are looking for. And this Lazio happens to be in this H. And we know that this H is going to carry titles. This H will be a title column. So then H has to be locked. So in this case here, shift dollar. Because you see H, this is because I'll be looking for information, country Lazio, Champions League Lazio. So this H has to be blocked like that. We continue with the journey. I'll come and say comma. So I'm looking for this thing. From there, ladies and gentlemen, they want me to give them the lookup array. So lookup array is the entire table. So lookup array is the entire table. So I'll be able to come, ladies and gentlemen, here and look for this, like this. I simply highlight the entire table. Now, please listen. Lookup array shall always be blocked 100%. Lookup arrays shall always be fully referenced with F4. F4. I hope somebody is taking some notes there. Lookup array, because I'm following this. Lookup array, they must always be referenced fully. Now, ladies and gentlemen, from there, we have comma. Then we have, in this case here, the return array. What do you want returned? What do I want returned? What I want returned is country first. You can see country here. So what I want returned is country, and in terms of return array, ladies and gentlemen, we shall always use number of columns. So like now, country is column number 2. You simply say column number 2 like that. And then you say comma. When you say comma, I'm using X lookup, and I wanted to show you using V lookup. We shall overcome. But of course, there is no bad experience. All experiences are good. All experiences are good. Please allow me to go back. Perhaps this will even make you understand better. All experiences are good. All experiences are good. There is no bad experience in life. They are teachers, they are lessons. So equals, I wanted to use VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP, yes. The lookup value, it is this Lazio. So this Lazio is in H. This one has to be tagged. You must tag this one. So come here, you tag it like that. And then you come here, you continue with the journey. So they want us to give them the table array. So the table array is this entire table like that. Then you say comma. Then from there we have the column index. Column index is the column number. So So column number, we are looking for country where this formula is column number 2. So we'll come and say column number 2. From there, ladies and gentlemen, we shall come here and say comma. When you say comma, you are seeing here this approximate match. The values in the first column of table array must be sorted in ascending order. Then we have in this case, ladies and gentlemen, for us in finance, we shall always use what we call exact match. For us in finance, we shall always use this exact match, this second one here. It is this second one that you double click, you take it here. What are you telling us here when you say false? That if, for example, you are looking up for Lazio, and then you realize that Lazio is not found, don't give us any team that is near there. We are not looking at approximations here. We're not looking at approximations here. So we shall always be telling this thing, if you don't find Lazio, give us information called false there. So come and close brackets. Say enter. So when I say enter, you can see it has told me that Lazio is Italian. Lazio is Italian. Please listen. I would want you to understand this very well, and I would want to move very slowly here. Please listen. If, for example, I'm looking for this one here, Champions League, I'll come and say equals. So when I say equals, I'm looking for this Lazio using VLOOKUP. Using VLOOKUP. Using VLOOKUP. Am I recording? I'm recording, yes. I was really afraid. Abedi, I'm recording and I'll be able to share the recording with you if you don't mind. I'll share the recording with you. So in this case here, VLOOKUP. Lookup array is Lazio. This Lazio is in column H. So column H in this case here has to be locked here. So shift lock this one. And then you come and say comma. From there we have the table array. It is this entire table. So come here and copy this like that. You go like that. Remember, the table array must always be fully. That's a fourth thing. Fully. A fourth. So this is a fourth thing like that. It must be fully referenced. From there, can somebody talk to me tonight? What column index do you think am I going to put here? What column index do you think am I going to put here? Let's be nice to Mwalimu. What column index do you think am I going to put here? What column index do you think am I going to put here? Remember now I'm in Champions League. Yeah, 3. From there, ladies and gentlemen, I'll come and put a comma there. Please listen, as we continue, you realize, for us here, we do not have a chance of doing what here? Making a mistake. Making a mistake. So whenever they tell us, in this case here, whether they want approximate, we want approximate matches, no, we want the exact match. And exact match, basically, if there is nothing matching, it shall return false. So in this case, I'll come and click on this one here. And then I'll be able to come and do what here? Close brackets like that, and then I enter. So it is telling me that Lazio, in terms of Champions League, it was nowhere. It was nowhere. Please allow me to repeat this, ladies and gentlemen. We don't do it that way. Whenever it comes to VLOOKUP, this is how we do it, my friends. This is how we do it, my friends. Please now look at this. Open your eyes now even more wider, more wider. So come and tell us equals, and then we have here VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP. So I can see it is here. So lookup value is Lazio. So this Lazio, I know it's column H. So column H, ladies and gentlemen, here, I need to come and do what here? Block that. And then, ladies and gentlemen, I need to come here and say comma. From there, we have the table array. So table array is this one. Table array is this one. You do like that, like that. And then remember that table array must always be fully referenced. Table array must always be fully referenced. So function F4. Some computers, it's just F4 alone to get those many dollars. And then you come and say comma. When you say comma, ladies and gentlemen, now here, I will not be doing this thing one column at a time. I'm going to consolidate all the columns, So how do I do column consolidation? We have some funny brackets. We call them the curly brackets, curly brackets. We use them to consolidate like rows, consolidate columns. The curly bracket, I'll have to use shift, and then I press these brackets, which are near P, OP, letter P. I'll be able to see those curly. They're curly, like that. They're funny. Those are the normal brackets. They're called curly brackets. And now inside these curly brackets, I'll put all the columns that I want. I want column number 2, which is country. I want column number 3, which is champions. I want column number 4, games played. I want column number 5, points earned. Then I'll be able to close this up with the curly bracket. I close this up with the curly bracket, and then I'll be able to say comma here. Because I haven't finished this yet. And then I'll be able to come and say, I want this exact match, like that. And then now I close bracket. And then listen, I close now using the normal bracket. And then once I say enter, look at what is happening. This thing now is able to return everything at once. I mean, if these guys who came up with Excel are geniuses. Geniuses, I can tell you. These are geniuses. Geniuses. And then now the other good thing with this Excel is that now I've been able to automate this. If you come and tell me now that you want me to give information about Arsenal, I'll not again repeat the formula. I'll simply come and copy this down. And it's able to tell me information about Arsenal, England, yes, 3879. If you come and put, for example, a team like Chelsea, which is not among the teams that are here, Chelsea is not among the teams here. If I try copying now the formula down, nothing shall happen. Nothing shall happen. In this case, I'll get error. Nothing. But if I copy any other team, and I can, ladies and gentlemen, this thing is that we use this to automate processes. Automate processes as in what here? So what we shall do, normally we will come and take this down. Like even 3 or 4. We take it down like that. So that is after I've done the first one, I'll pull this down. So if this Mwindi comes and tells me, hey, now I want information about Manchester United, about Manchester United. When I punch like that, and then I say enter, it gives me. If they come and tell me, because already I've automated now my Excel sheet, if they come and tell me Borussia, don't mess up with spellings, Borussia, and I say enter, it gives me Borussia is a German team, champions, yes, games played 34, points earned 71, like that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would want to delete this, and then I get to share this with you, and then we see how imaginative. Is there someone who is ready to try this with me, with us? I mean, is there someone who thinks that Mwalimu wants to share this document? We shall be able to show you dust. I'm ready. Suppose you copy and paste the teams with the formula still apply. Yeah, you know, number one, what you're supposed to know here, Ben Rogers, you shall not be able to see, like the day I wish you saw me when I was given that big data to search for. I mean, I was scrolling, in this case here, one page, one sheet. There is nowhere I would see that chart. And those Indians are very good people, because they will come and tell you just continue searching. You'll search for 3 hours. So you can't tell me that why are we, if Ben Rogers, I can get to copy them, then why would I tell you to go and look up for them? Remember, you're going to look up for these things in what we call big data. Big data. You will not be able to see anything. So when they tell you Borussia, you need to go and type Borussia, and then you look for, I hope Ben Rogers are making some sense. I hope Ben Rogers now you are able to see I'm making some sense. We take a break. We go for a break, and then when we come back, we should be able to get into the competition. So we take our usual 10 minutes break. When you put 2, 3, 4, 5, it means you have answers for all columns, yes. We have answers for all columns, yes. So we shall come back at exactly 9:21. That's very good of this ninja who reminded us. Yeah, I'll send the file, but I want to send it when we come back. Don't take advantage. I would want us to have you guys getting this file when we come back, if you don't mind. Thank you. Because the teams are arranged here in columnar format. Please, somebody to share that table. So I like what Phyllis is doing there. I think she's going to get everything there. comma. Whenever it comes to exact match, yeah, you can write as well if you wish, or you write 0. Wow, great, great. Your pesa imeenda. No, now you shouldn't be picking them like that. Although you are correct, you should not be picking them like that because you should be typing them down. Type down, type down, type down. Don't pick like that. Milan is Italy. Yes. Amepata. Amepata zote. Yeah, you type like that. So if there is any gentleman who was waiting for that money onge, now the money is gone. This money is gone with Phyllis here. What we could do, instead of her getting like 1,000, why don't we have her sharing that amount with someone else? So we have her getting 500 and somebody else, but sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. So we have this advanced Excel ninja. Let's see what it will do here. So equals VLOOKUP, all right, great. Because it's vertical lookup plus 0. Please help argue with the table. Help argue with the table. This ninja called Paul is not doing his work very well. Paul, you have to supply those tables. I thought this ninja will not get it. But the ninja is a bright ninja, I can see. But he will not get it. He will not get it. Let's see what he has for Borussia. He will not get it. Borussia is Germany, yes, 34. He's gotten it. Okay. Interesting. But he never locked up everything very well. He never locked up everything very well, if I'm not wrong, because B3 was not locked. You can see B3 and it's supposed to be locked. B3 is supposed to be locked. I expected you to even get wrong and just put there. Normally what you do, if you want to lock very well, don't come to lock later. Lock as you progress. Lock as you progress. Lock as you progress. So because this ninja have been able to correct him, he can only get to 50. So another ninja gets to 50. We have Sydney. All right. So equals. So X, not X. I'm so used to X. It's VLOOKUP. You see, like now what this ninja is doing, after he has done that, you simply press F4. Don't go back. Simply press F4. Yes. Yeah, use the curly brackets. Use the curly brackets. Curly brackets. They're called curly. Up to 5. Close with the curly bracket. That's like one you're consolidating. Exact match. Now you can close. All right. And then now you can copy this one down. All right. Great. Great. So that's a hamburger. If you mess up with spellings, you don't get it right. If you mess up with spellings, you don't get it right. All right. I think that's very good, Sydney. That's very good. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So is there someone who has not yet understood how to do those lookup, VLOOKUP function? Anybody who has not understood how to do the VLOOKUP function? Thank you, C2. C2 doesn't disappoint. All right. F4, don't go back. Never go back. You should always just press F4 where you are. Uko mbele hapo utashika zote. Unaona moja moja, okay. Why? Oh, your F4 maybe is not working. My friend Carly, it's unfortunate. You have to do it that way. 2, 3, 4, and 5. What is the basis? I'll be able to explain yes. Comma. So see, like, for example, you would have done like that 2 alone, column 2 alone, then you do column 3, you do column 4. But you see, when you do these curly brackets, no. I'm trying to answer. Just continue the way you are doing. When you do the curly bracket, like now what this lady is doing here, C2, you want this Excel to do it like with one go. A press of a button, you have everything done for you, Max Miller. So doing this one at a time, you consolidate so that you'll be given everything at once. You'll be given everything at once. That false omega will comma. You know, for the curly bracket, you must always put a comma. You always follow. Yep. So false. You actually tick there. Double click. Double click. And then I should go to close brackets. So you go to close brackets. Right. Then now you can copy down there. It will be copy 0. Oh, yeah, copy. Oh, yeah. Oh. Thank you so much. I don't know you're going to put the other team. You're going to put the other teams. I am Max Miller. If you look at letters IOP, are you not able to see some other brackets there? Are you not able to see some other brackets which are funny? There are 2 of them. Max Miller. Kuna the box bracket na kuna curly bracket. I can see what this ninja called Ken has done so much. Maybe Ken, you could just take us through very fast before tutoe Miss Njeri kwa mtaro. I'm so sure that Miss Njeri hajapotea. I'm 100% sure I can see them. We shall overcome, Max Miller, don't Why? We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. Wilfrida is lost. So many guys are lost. Vuta kila kitu bwana. Hiyo itaenda kwa spillover sababu unaona pale kuna no, kuna 38, kuna 56. Ungetumia tu delete. Yes, the ones are fresh. Equals VLOOKUP. Lookup value. What are we looking up for? It's Lazio. Please lock H because the H is like the column title. Then you continue. All right. And then table array, it's the entire table that you have where you want to do the search, your forest basically. That's your table array. And then column index after comma. Oh, yeah, you're right. First of all, lock, then column index. So then you can't type just like one column. So it will be curly bracket 2, comma, 3, comma, 4, comma. And of course, we're like, when I'm repeating comma, mara mingi, don't sleep. No comma in Kikuyu has got a very special meaning. All right. And then now you can copy Okay, huko na hiyo kitu ya false, okay. Yeah. Ita correct, yeah. Just say okay, yeah, ita correct. False. Kwani correct hii yako? Sema okay tena. Enter. Then anza fresh. Stima zinasumbua. Yeah, itakuwa kwa LMS, yes. And again, if it's not in the LMS, you guys know who to follow. All right. These are great Ninja Ken. Like in Milan. Yeah. So then I would wish these students now who are not able to follow to share their screens. This Ninja is good. So now I don't want a Ninja who knows how to do it. Now I want a Ninja who does not know how to do it to share their screen. But I'm so sure again, if you've got an old Excel, 2020, 2011, whatever Excel, because as easy, it has to be 2021 or Microsoft Office 365. Otherwise, your kali thing inakosea yote. Pangala. Miss Njiru sasa ndio huyo. Haya. Equals. It's VLOOKUP. Great. Double click there. Great work. Lazio, please lock H. Great. These are good. You should not be lost at all. Table array, go and get the forest, the whole forest where we are doing the search. Highlight the whole of it. Kutoka hapo yote mpaka hapo. Lock it. Say F4. Enda tu mbele. Hapana. Enda tu mbele hapo 12. Sema function F4. Kuna function hapo kama control. Rudi kwa B3 sababu uliteleza, rudi kwa hiyo B3. Rudi mbele ya 3. Hapo after 3. Yes. Lock again. Say function F4. Yes. Great. Comma. From there now we have the index things, which you have to carry them up. Use the curly. Yes. We start from 2. Is that curly? That's a normal bracket, madam. That's a normal bracket. Remember kusema ile ya OP, ile uko juu shift. Yes. 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 and 5 like that. And then you curly them. You curly this thing. You curly. Then comma. And then the false exact here. Double click. Close your brackets. Now you close using the normal bracket. There's nothing to curly there. Enter. You are right. Okay, got it. Just say got it here. Sasa copy kwenda chini. All right. Thank you. Now, ongeza timu mpya hapo. Andika for example, andika bayan. Kwa ni mwana footballer pia. Thank you so much. At least now Miss Jerry, I'm happy. Max Miller Oyando. Huyo mbibilo la Jane. Kwa Bible kuna mtu alikuwa anakaa karibu na kwa Bible kuna mtu alikuwa anakaa karibu na mto, anapitwa na kila mtu. Jane ameshare mimi hapa. Great. Share wengine. Yes. Okay. We shall overcome. Out of the teams, where Joy share. Joy unapenda unaogopa kushare sana. Joy unaogopa kushare nini? Share screen hapa Joy nikuonyeshe. Share screen. Yeah. Equals. Lazio is what we are. No, VLOOKUP wewe ni K. Max Miller ni K. Hata hujafanya function ni K. Yeah, Caroline, don't worry Caroline, it's because you have an old Excel. So VLOOKUP equals VLOOKUP. Haitaki uoga pia sana. Unapiga tu pole. Sio kuruke maneno. Pole tu ina haraka. Great. So now you look for that lazio. Funga kitu ya help. Kitu ya help uko na funga kwanza na jaza. Funga kitu ya help. Haya. Weka hapo dollar before H. Before. Yes. Maximila, are you able to close this help dialog box? Kuna kitu pale ka X kukafunga. Naona maliko hiyo dialog box kama tuendelee tu. Sawa tu. Haya, sema comma. Aha. So after that, then we have the table array. You take the entire table. Great. That has to be fully locked. So it'll send me F4. I'm a function F4. Which one works for you? Great. Comma. Indices things, you must carry them up. So you carry, don't start with 1 because 1 is a theme. 2 to 5. 2 comma. Usiandike zote mara moja 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma. You carry them up, close the curly. Umeweka comma katikati hapo wewe. Kwa sentence ile ya mwisho naekanga comma. Hiyo toyo comma hiyo ya 5. Hiyo sasa weka curly. Halafu sasa comma. Comma. Great. Exact match is what we want. Exact match is what we want. Double click. All right. Close brackets. Close brackets. Enter now, Max Miller. You'll be a happy lady. Rudi nyuma kwa Italy. Copy kwenda chini kabisa. Unavuta kitu mkia kabisa. Bas. Now from there sasa, unaweza kuweka timu yako yoyote pale. Kama unapendanga Arsenal, naweka Arsenal. Iko timu inaitwa Italy. Wewe. Angalia hizi timu ziko hapa. Max Miller. Teams easy. Kama Liverpool, yes. We shall overcome. Enter. Sasa itakuja correct. Yeah. Another one unaweza chagua, for example, ni rahisi kuandika Arsenal. Why are people not writing Arsenal? Is it that you hate Arsenal as a team? Great. So now you have learned. Please ensure that you use it tonight. Thank you so much. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there is one thing that I've not seen you guys doing. Have people at your workplace started noticing that now you're becoming good with Excel at your workplace? Is there anybody who has been able to identify you as a serious ninja now on Excel matters at your workplace? Is there anybody who now has, people are able to say, hey, this guy knows Excel? Is there anybody who has taken that mantle? Anybody who has taken that mantle? Anybody now? People have started realizing that this guy how to get false. Yeah. You see what you should do? You like tomorrow, I can tell you this for free. If you want a promotion, because I know how Excel works, you go tomorrow to your workplace, even if it is standing on top of a certain chair or something, scream a little bit and tell people that I'm the Excel ninja now. I'm the Excel guru. If you have got any issues to do with Excel in this company, bring them to me. All of them. I'll solve them. And then, of course, start showing them a few things here and there. Once in this case here, you are known to be a data analyst, there is nothing you cannot do. There is nothing you cannot do. You will be able to grow in that company and even out of that company. So please take pride. I don't like people being proud, but with Excel, be very proud with Excel. And ensure like these VLOOKUP functions. Of course, if, for example, you're working for a bank or for a circle, where, for example, you've got like so many customers, you must have heard people saying that you have a problem, looking out for this and this and this and this. All right. So in this case, you become a problem solver. You become a problem solver. All right. So then, are you able to? I can see she's using her wrong. She's not using the correct. You know, this is written H lookup. Go for the one written V lookup. Yes, that one. Yes. So equals. So VLOOKUP, So lookup values like 0. You know what to do with H now. You know what to do with H. It has to be locked. H has to be locked. It is shift 4. Shift 4. You put the dollar, shift 4. Then you continue with the journey. Continue the journey. After comma, you have to say comma, remember. Because you're following that thing written down there. You can see there is a formula written down there. After lookup value, they want to put a comma and then table array. So you know the table, the forest to pick. Do you know it? Yeah, the whole of that. You pick the whole of that. And then you use start copying nicely. Start copying nicely. Okay. So press F4 or function F4, depending on which one works for you. All right. It has left B3. I don't know why you guys are leaving out B3. Is it because of how you are highlighting? Please go back to B3 and put the dollars there. Go back to B3 and then you press F4. After 3, after 3, after 3, after 3. After 3. B3 after 3 and then you press F4. Or you putting the dollars there. Okay, then if you're putting the dollars manually, then you have to put the dollar before B and before 3. If you're putting them manually. Why would you want to put them manually? That is F4. Yes. Then continue the journey. Comma. Comma, not comma. Awali comma hapo chini comma. Comma ya kawaida tu. Haitaki mark. Hivi tunaweka mingi comma tu. Na umekuwa ukitumia comma. Umeweka comma kweli? Yeah, I can see yes. So now you go for 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2, the column indices. 2, 3, 4, and 5. You close with the curly. Close with the curly. Comma. Comma. Pick exact match. Exact, not approximate, exact match. Always work with exact match. Double click. Double click. Double click. Great. And then now you can go and drag down. Somebody was asking about dragging down. You go there and then you pull this thing by the tail there. Pull it by the tail. Drag it down like that. So you can see Barusa is correct. So Frida, thank you so much. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. I think today nimeshout sana. I'm quite tired. I would beg to disappear now. Mwalimu, don't give gifts today. Let's put in this case here, this like an exam, the last day, and then you give bigger gifts. You give bigger gifts. So that means that the students who got gifts today, they were hot air until when? Saturday, when we shall be able to. I think that's a very good idea. That's a very good idea. I don't even need to consult about it. I don't need to consult about it. So we put together a very big prize for students here to participate on Saturday. I can see Joy, she's sharing her screen, which is very good. Which is very good. Irene is praying for a very bad, so okay, let's see what we have there. Yeah, the mistake, basically, the mistake capable, unapokuwa B3, hiyo 3 haina dollar. Because we make a dollar, if you can just go to this column, yeah, put a dollar there. You have a dollar before B and a dollar after B. That's before 3. You also need a dollar there. You don't make a dollar vibaya. Because the dollar is supposed to be before B. The dollar is supposed to be before B and before 3. Before B. Before is not meant after. You see, so go there and say, for example, if you know how to use F4, you can press F4, we see. or we put them manually. Then you go to 3, put before 3, I mean. Yeah, put $1 there as well. And then also need another $1 before 12. After F before 12. Enter. Okay. Then you're using put 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is this Excel of yours a 2021, Joy? Is it 2021, Joy, your Excel? Joy, is it 2021, your Excel? I doubt. I doubt it's not 2021, Joy. This must be an old Excel. Excels. Excel mzee. So shida sio hata ukiwa benakataa kuchukua hizo madola, najua straight away this is an old Excel, but we shall overcome. We shall overcome. There is somebody who is selling that Excel at a very, very little price. Invest in it. Invest in it. It's 2016 haiwezi. 2016 haiwezi. Tafuta Maxwell, yes. Tafuta Maxwell. Tafuta Maxwell. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a beautiful ride with you guys. I'm so happy with the kind of progress you're making. The only little thing you're letting me down, you're not proud about you being an Excel champion at your workplace. Be a data analyst. You should be championing analysis of data at your workplace. Take challenges, bring those challenges to us here from Thursday. From Thursday, when you go to your offices, tell your office members that now I'm an Excel guru. Let everybody know that you're an Excel guru and you'll climb. Like where I used to work sometime back before I got my new job, I mean, I was able to rise ranks very fast simply because of what here? Data analysis. I mean, being paid for by my employer in some of these prestigious clubs like Capital Club, where I'm a member up to date. You know, Capital Club, you join in by $1 million, and then every year you pay $1 million, $1 million, $1 million, $1 million. Simply because of what here? Excel. Excel. So Excel is a beautiful thing. Especially if you are known that you are an expert, you can never go wrong. You can never go wrong. But of course, I'm also a member of these other clubs, so I don't get the time. I'm also very busy. You know, mtu mwenye anapata mali kidogo namna hii, unakosa time. It's so bad. So bad. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. Yeah, Sylvia, in this case here, how to get false. It is there. Sylvia, hebu share screen yako, Sylvia. Hebu nataka share screen yako. Sylvia, share screen yako. Share screen. As I disappear, I would want to be good to everybody. Sylvia, please share your screen. I'm your father. When your father calls upon you, you must always listen. Listen, you just share your screen, and then I'll be able to show you. Na wewe zindanganya atujui kushare because you have shared here before. So zindanganya atujui kushare. This ninja does not want to share. Finally, Lois. Don't worry, Emma. We shall finish that aggregate. We shall do quite a lot. Don't worry. Finally. Oh, Nancy, thank you for sharing. Let's see. Nancy yako imekubali. Uko na shida gani? Unataka kuvuta moja moja, no problem. Just okay. Kuja kwa hiyo spill over. Okay. Enda kwa hiyo spill tu uvute. Kwa hiyo spill. Yeah. Oh, just delete. You know, there is a delete function. Hata Borusia vuta. Sasa andika hapo lazio. Haya, tuanze bila wasiwasi lazio. Hata sisi ukiangalia vizuri utajua. Hii ni course ya 2 weeks exactly, but I'll be able to finish it quite fast because we shall put in lots of efforts. VLOOKUP, lazio, please, H. Safari iendelee. Table array. No, just highlight ukitumia ile white. Sorry. Ukitumia the white rabbit. Ala. Ni kwa sababu ya hiyo bracket. Vute hiyo bracket. Rudi kwa formula tu, vute hiyo bracket. Na vute hiyo B3. Haya, anza saa vizuri. Anza hiyo team ya. So copy na hiyo mpaka mwisho. Copy hivyo, endelea tu. Sababu unaiwachilia, ulishaiwachilia. Yeah, try to be very positive. Ushawachilia hiyo imeharibika. Tena vuta uanze fresh. Vuta uanze fresh. Usiwachilie ukianza kwa nini unawaachilia yako? Hiyo umewachilia tayari. Usiwachilie, endelea mpaka wa right. Una nini yote, unachukua the entire table. Unawaachilia sana oye, ushiwapakam. Hiyo ishaanza tayari. So lazima urudi kwa formula, vuta tena formula. Vuta formula hapo tena. Imagine it's very easy to highlight. Una highlight tu kwa umeshikilia yote, unaenda mpaka mwisho. Hiyo already ushaachilia. Ukishashikilia hiyo keep mouse pad down. Ukishashikilia mouse pad down hapo kwa team. Sasa ina nao kabisa. Paka hapo 79. Yes. Halafu F4. Comma. Column index. So we have 2, 3. Una yake hii ni 365. Unaona mpaka inampatia paka hizo nini? Comma, you say comma. You see now false into hizo hapo. Enda kwa exact. I hope CIFA is able to see that. Great. So go and pick a second team ndio tukopi kwenda chini. Yes. Enter. Click there. No. Hebu tunaenda kubali. Hebu achilia. Hiyo itaki hivyo. Hiyo inataka ukopi na ile kitu ya kushika sungura mkia. Unaona hiyo mkia hiyo? Mkia black kuna kashiko na kadango. Yes. Sasa weka timu nyingine Milan hapo. Weka timu Milan hapo. Thanks Nancy for sharing. You understand always best. Thank you so much. Good night to everybody. Let's meet tomorrow. The war inside there is tough. We shall overcome. Thanks, Nancy. Thanks, everybody. We shall overcome. Lois, in the interest of time, I beg you to disappear if you don't mind. You will be able to watch the video there. Good night. Bye.